So, what is this deadline? There's an upcoming member show for my artist collective, and that means I need to get some pieces done or figure out what finished pieces I have that would fit the show. I have an idea of what I think I want to do, and recently I have started working with an art mentor, so I have a meeting with her today, and I'm going to discuss the show and get her input on my plans. After talking with my mentor, I decided on 4 large paintings and then the option to do 4 to 5 small ones if I have time. The main issue is getting done in time. I have to have everything to the gallery by April 12th, but between now and then, I'm traveling for 16 days. So basically, I have until March 24th to create, frame, and drop off all of the artwork. All right, so a quick haul from the art store, which that was actually yesterday because I still have not made progress on the things I actually need to be working on. But here we are. We're going to go through the things I bought and then we're going to use those things to make the progress that I need to make. So I went into the art store for 2 things and they kind of had neither. That's just how it goes sometimes. So I wanted this pro tape, but I wanted the thicker, the 1/2 inch, but she was out of that, which is fine. So I got the 1/4 inch and she'll let me know when the 1/2 inch comes in. So this will be good enough for now because I need this in order to start painting after I do the sketches that I haven't done yet. But this was the one thing that I did mean to buy, kind of. The other thing I'm gonna have to order online because she doesn't carry in the store. And then I bought things that I didn't mean to buy. So I picked up a flat brush that I don't have this size, at least I keep a little list in my phone. And so I don't think I had a 10 in the flat shader. So we do now. Or if I already did, then I have 2 and I need to write it down. Then I grabbed this really small watercolor. Are we gonna focus there? I grabbed this really small watercolor block because I do want to do some smaller paintings. That's what my mentor and I talked about a little bit, possibly for the show, but this will give me a little bit more flexibility. So I grabbed this. Then the other night when I was playing around in my experimental sketchbook, one of the things that I kind of want to play around with is using purple in one of the paintings. I can't explain to you why, but I think I only had it in watercolor, so I picked up 2 different purples in gouache. So we have 2 options for that. And then, because if you do art as well, you probably know, or if you have ADHD, you probably know that sometimes you just drastically change your mind about what your whole game plan is going to be. So I typically work in watercolor and gouache, but in the middle of the store, I was like, you know, I really love the acrylic gouache. I was just going over my sketchbook video, and there's a color wheel of acrylic gouache in there, and I really like that color palette. So I grabbed some acrylic gouache colors that I don't have to round out a warm color palette and then a purple to play with the same idea that I'm going to do with the gouache. We might get to that in a minute, we'll see. And then of course, if I'm gonna do acrylic gouache, I need a stay wet palette. I'm pretty sure that's what this logic was, right? That makes sense. So we'll see how that works out. But the plan is to try to get some of the sketches done this weekend and maybe play around a little bit with some of the smaller experimental pieces that I want to put in the show. We'll see how far I get. This morning, I decided to do a warm-up in my experimental sketchbook. I wanted to work on some ideas for the smaller pieces that may or may not go into the show. So I did a little color wheel using the purple that I bought yesterday, and I started just the first few layers to kind of get an idea of what I might want to do for this piece. I still have a lot of work to get done before the show, including doing the ink and wash on the piece that I started yesterday, and then I need to get at least one other pencil sketch started for the largest piece, but those will be in the next video.